What's the worst thing your spouse did and how did you find out? 3 months after suddenly announcing he was leaving, but he was still living in our house, he took our 8-year-old son on a playdate with the also married girlfriend from work, that I knew nothing about, and her 2 kids. They were gone for hours and I was getting frantic with worry when they walked in. My son was happy, had played for hours at McDonald's and unknowingly became the way I found out about this woman my husband was seeing. I never told my son about that. I never told him he was the way I found out my husband of 14 years had a girlfriend. My ex did a lot of shitty things during that time period. He recorded our conversations for his attorney before I even knew he had an attorney. He lied to a judge and got a restraining order which he had served on me during our family dinner, with both kids there, crying hysterically as I was given 15 minutes to pack and leave. He paid his attorney's retainer with my credit card. He accused me of everything under the sun, from being an alcoholic to being a drug addict to being an unfit mother to being generally psychotic. I honestly never knew when I woke up in the morning what I was going to have to defend myself against. Once he researched our state's child support laws, he went for full custody with limited visitation. That's when the serious accusations really picked up. He tried to take my kids away from me and had his sister-in-law, who had been one of my closest friends and who was a legal secretary, help him. That's also when I began fighting back. He was not taking my children away from me. None of his accusations worked because none of them were true, but he pushed so hard I had to take a drug test, which came up completely negative, and our kids had to get involved. They had to see a mediator. Our daughter stopped eating and began cutting herself. Our son, the 8-year-old, developed a nervous habit of licking his lips and would do so until they were bleeding. I lost 45 pounds in a matter of months, and even today, 15 years later, cannot hear the word psycho without flashbacks. He did a lot of truly monstrous things, but taking our little boy on one of his dates just really stands out to me as being one of the lowest, most despicable things he did.